Welcome to our latest Swampcast. Pat Dooley and Robbie Andreu, the Gainesville Sun, where we just witnessed Florida take care of Vanderbilt. And I think we all came into this game thinking it might be a tight game, it might be a close game in the fourth quarter. Instead, it really turned into a laugher, Robbie, which is surprising.
Yeah, Pat, I mean, we were predicting the other day on our webcast a game going down the wire, and we were both kind of tempted to pick Vanderbilt, but Florida, like Tim Tebow just said, they came in here with a chip on their shoulder. They changed some things around. They kind of turned the playmakers loose. I think they let the cornerbacks cover, get in the guy's face and try to cover guys, and it made a big difference.
Yeah, I thought, when we talked a little bit about this, about them maybe being a little more aggressive defensively, and I thought they were. The big story, though, was Michael Pouncey, which, I knew that putting him in there would probably help a little because you get a bigger body, but he played a great game today.
He really did. And like Meyer said, they didn't do it till Tuesday in practice. And then we were just talking to Joe Hayden. He said the minute he went over there, you could tell a difference in his energy, and he had a great Tuesday practice, and he came out, and I thought he played a great game. Here's a true freshman offensive lineman stepping in a defensive tackle.
Who's been practicing for 8 weeks or whatever, 10, 12 weeks as an offensive lineman. And I tell you, a lot of you are probably assuming, well, he's defensive from now on, but they love him on offense, too. He may end up being the starting center.
Well, he's the center of the future, and I think that, they're going to keep him at tackle for the rest of the year, but it just shows you how much this is a football player, Pat. A guy that loves the game. He'll play wherever. He didn't play tackle in high school except in goal line, apparently, but he knows football, and he loves to play, and it showed today.
Of course, offensively, Tebow with another great game, but Percy Harvin did something no receiver, no player has ever done at the University of Florida: rush for 100 yards and catch for 100 yards. That's an amazing stat, but he was that good.
Yeah, he was incredible.
And that was in 3 quarters, basically.
Yeah, and he comes out of these cuts like nothing I've ever seen here, maybe like Nat Moore in his first year here. It's just an amazing talent, and it shows that he's been healthy now. That we never got to see this last year a whole lot because he was dinged up a lot. He's finally healthy, and they're giving him the ball, and it's going to be more Harvin the rest of the way.
Everybody wondered who'd play tailback. Well, we found out Percy Harvin will play tailback. And he was, I was talking to him in there a little while ago, Robbie, and he was saying he's had to learn how to slow down to get better. And that means slow down, wait for your blocks, be patient, and also don't get ahead of yourself running. We saw him even today stumbled a couple of times.
But, he gets out of his stumble. It's amazing how he stumbles, all of a sudden he's back up and going full speed again. But, he's become a more patient runner, Pat. Getting behind his blockers, use him. Then when he sees that little crease, man, he's gone.
More than anything, this is what Florida needed. They needed to have a nice win at homecoming, get back and stay in that race in the SEC, get bowl eligible. That's one thing that's probably forgotten today. They are bowl eligible now. It was an important day. It was a beautiful day, nice weather, and it was just. I think it was kind of after the downer of last week. It couldn't have gone much better.
Yeah, it was like you couldn't have scripted better. You're right, Pat. And it's kind of one of those feel-good games where you can kind of build on it. You build confidence. All these young kids now, they know they can play. They played against a pretty good team today and kind of dominated from the start.
Again, this is the 3rd best defense in the SEC. This was not your typical Vanderbilt. 3rd in the SEC in defense, 1st in sacks, I think 1st in interceptions as well. This was a good defense, and Florida just destroyed them.
Well, you look at the final stats, they're not overwhelming, but you look at the halftime, 350-some yards of total offense with a 26-yard loss. So that was an incredible first half, really.
And the funny thing is, it's the first game I've been at or covered, Robbie, where you had a play where officials in each end zone, both end zones had their hands raised up for a touchdown.
Yeah, raising arms.
That was an odd play itself.
Yeah, it was really strange. Good thing it wasn't a close game. That would have been a wild scene
People
here.
Still be talking about it.
But now it's kind of forgotten.
It is, but what is not forgotten is next week when Florida takes on South Carolina. Steve Spurrier up in Columbia. It'll be a big game. How big it'll be for South Carolina, I'm not sure yet. We got to wait and see what happens in tonight's game. But certainly it's a huge game for Florida. Still in the race. They still have a chance to win the SEC.
In fact, Meyer today said he thinks that, and the players think if they win next week, they're going to Atlanta. They have a feeling that if they win this game, they're going to Atlanta. I guess that's that's the way you got to feel, I guess, and they feel it.
Definitely could happen. We'll see if it does or not. Until next time. Next week we'll be breaking down the mighty Gamecocks and Steve Spurrier. Well, am I allowed to say Steve Spurrier on a Gator Sports website?
Sure.
Just want to make sure.
He's a legend, Pat.
He is. He's gone now.
His name is up there.
It's right there. And it's down there, too.
Yeah.
But he's gone, I've been told. All right, that's going to do it. We'll see you next week. We'll talk a little bit about Florida, South Carolina. Until then, Robbie Andreu, Pat Dooley saying so long from the swamp.